Hello everybody and welcome to my brand new kitchen. I'm joined today by my lovely girlfriend Sarah and we're doing a baking with Jim video. I haven't done one of these for an entire year. In fact, the last one I did was mince pies last Christmas. So keeping it festive, keeping your Yuletide gay, we're going to make a...
chocolate log.
Good, cheery. We're going to make a chocolate Yule log. This is your mum's recipe, am I right?
It was a Delia Smith's recipe, but I think she's tweaked it.
Okay, cool. So you're totally in charge, mate. Lead the way.
So you make a Genoese sponge, eggs and sugar, and then you put the tiniest bit of, some recipes don't have any flour, but that's what my mum's does, a tiny bit of flour and cocoa powder. Okay,
eggs, sugar, cocoa powder, flour. What's this, cream?
This is the filling, so you whip that up.
Two of them?
Then we're also going to cover it in the chocolate ganache. So you need melted chocolate and cream to make a ganache, but cream that you'll whip up to go in the middle. Right, and we've also got 2 lots of cherries. Yeah, because they didn't have any of the ones that you like. Right. I can never say it
Maraschino.
Right. Is it Schino or Schino?
Well, maybe Italians can tell us. I think it's Schino.
Like moschino.
Yeah, but these smell amazing.
That's like a compote, so I'd mix that in with the cream, but then thought could put some fresh cherries in there as well, just for a bit of like bite.
All right, enough talking, let's do it.
Do you want to separate the eggs?
Yeah, how many eggs?
4.
You give me one bowl to separate, and am I separating the others into that?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
You actually should do it in a different... Ooh.
That's not a good start.
That wasn't a good start.
Oh. See, what I do often, I hate getting sticky, but I hold my hand out and just let it dribble through.
Yeah, I'll do that to save this one.
Now, Sarah's actually really good in the kitchen.
Please don't say that on video now.
Well, this is the thing. I think the pressure might get to her, but when I said I was doing a baking video, I was like, do you want to be in it with me? Because sometimes when I bake, it doesn't go well. Whereas if I've got Sarah on side, chances are it'll be much better. And if it goes wrong, I can blame her.
That's a bit better there, that one.
Okay, I'm gonna do one. This is our new kitchen's maiden voyage.
Ooh.
Oh, blimey, that really good.
Nearly got the yolk there.
So you're really good in the kitchen, you're not very clean in the kitchen. There's egg white all over our new counter. And all over your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands now. Take a hand wash break.
Okay. Right, so if I put them in there, I can get it going. Anything else going in it?
Some flour in a minute.
But I'm fine
some
with this now.
sugar in a minute, yeah.
Okay. What am I looking for here? Stiff peaks?
No, not yet. We're 40 grams of sugar.
So don't whisk it?
Not yet.
I'm going to be a good chef and clean as I go. Right, 40 grams of sugar. Also going in there. Can I press the button on the machine?
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for stiff peaks.
No. This is to ribbon stage.
Which is what?
You'll see it as you whisk it. Give it a bit of welly. Oh wait, did we do whites or yolks?
These are the whites.
Yeah, this is to stiff peaks.
Oh, this is stiff peaks.
That is to ribbon stage.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Have you seen my good spatula?
Nope.
The one that you found because you think it's ugly. When we moved house, Jim made us buy all the things that he thought was like pretty to sit in the house. Like this.
Right.
And this.
They're nice.
They're useless.
That does not live in the kitchen.
That is the best thing in the kitchen. This is useless.
It's a really good spatula, but it doesn't live outside. It lives in a drawer because it's ugly.
It's purple. Or pink.
That's definitely a stiff peak. Whoa!
That's good, that's good.
That's gone real.
That's good.
There you go. Should I hold it over my head?
Please don't.
Okay, the way to... oh, God's going to go on me.
No.
The way to measure stiff peaks is to hold it above your head. Oh, I don't know how stiff these peaks are.
No, don't. You're gonna...
Oh, okay, gotta get on.
Yeah, but I would have been so annoyed if you were in there.
Right, now what?
We'll have to wash this up briefly. No, don't waste it.
It is a really good spatula, this one. Right, so now you're putting in the yolks from the eggs earlier.
Bang it all in.
We've made an error already. We put 40 grams of sugar in here, there should have been 80. We were about to put 80 grams of sugar in there, there should have been 40. So what we're going to do is put 40 in there. Do we put another 40 in here? No? Okay, just
it just won't be as sweet.
I like it sweet.
I'll put some more sugar elsewhere in the recipe.
Okay. I don't like this approach. Just usually, what I know of baking is that baking is a science. You have to follow the like cooking. You can do what you want, but baking is like a science.
I'll add 10 more grams of sugar in this bit then.
No, that's not how science works. Oh, I'll just add a few more drops of acid into this.
Okay, this is to ribbon stage.
What does ribbon stage mean?
You'll see as it comes out, it kind of looks like ribbons.
I don't know if I can trust you anymore anyway after what you just done. Oh, stop.
Much better. Did you see how that came? Okay, you can't really see.
You can keep showing me, I still don't believe it's ribbon.
See how that's coming off? It looks like a ribbon as it's coming off the spatula there.
No. It doesn't matter.
Fold dry ingredients in.
To what?
Which one? Oh, this one.
Right, so what are we putting in now?
40 grams of cocoa powder.
40 grams of cocoa powder. Oh, can I open that?
Yeah, sure.
I really like when you get a new one of these.
We don't have a sieve.
We're gonna have a sieve?
No.
Right. Well, we're learning, you know? We're learning what this kitchen doesn't have.
We'll just be a bit lumpy.
Fine.
50 grams of flour.
50. Yeah, but what if I go and put too much flour in now?
And
then
then
I
go
can't.
slow.
But can't I just put that in there and then put the flour in?
Maybe you shouldn't be so heavy-handed.
Really, you're just putting all your ingredients in one thing and then...
And then putting it in here.
I feel like you should just do one at a
Well,
time.
I'd sieve it, but...
Right, so we're looking for 90 now. Because I've got 40. Oh, and we've got 105. Now what do we do? Because I've got cocoa and I've got flour in there. If we just done it my way... Oh, look. See, that's what we were trying to avoid. But you still got... No, there's cocoa in the flour.
Not, it's
there is. Oh my God. Listen, you're banned from the kitchen. We've still got 10 grams to find of cocoa-less flour. That's why I said, surely you do it one thing at a time. 94 is going to have to do.
That's all right. Well, I mean, we've got... The flour can make up for the lack of sugar.
I despair. Fold, sieved, dry ingredients, a third at a time. We don't have a sieve, so we're going lumpy. A third at a time.
Do you know how to fold?
Have you seen my wardrobe?
Have I seen your wardrobe? Yeah, it's every cupboard in the house. Figure of 8.
I know exactly what I'm doing. One of us can even get measurements right.
So you add in a little bit of this to loosen it off.
Is that actually what you do? Every step you take now, I'm reading. Mix a spoonful of the white, okay, to loosen. Yeah, you can do that.
But careful, because this is the air that makes it rise. And I'm not putting any baking powder in to help.
Whoa, all in one go?
Yep. Just be really careful when you fold it in.
This might be beyond my skill remit.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
There you go now.
I've got it.
Oh, that's so lumpy. Oh, this is just mortifying. Stop it! You'll take all the air out.
Oh mate, I mean that ship has sailed.
I have a question. Has anyone ever actually followed one of your recipes, followed one of your videos and thought, I'm gonna take a crack at that?
All you have to do, mate, is go through the hashtag baking with Jim on Instagram and Twitter. This is actually like you always planned this. Going through hashtag baking with Jim on Instagram and Twitter, you will see people's attempts and they often do better than me. But to be fair, I'm shit, so.
Oh, the lumps in this shocking.
Right, so now what are you doing?
Putting it in the oven. Set it to 180.
For how long?
7 minutes.
Is there any point? Oh, it's really hot. Very hot. So now what do you do while it's still hot?
While it's still hot.
Okay, let me take this out from under. You take the cake, I'll take the thing.
I mean, you can leave it for a little bit.
I was expecting worse than that.
It's honestly, like I said, the mixture felt fine. It's just lumpy.
I don't think it's going to come off this though. In a hurry. Wait, I saw someone do this on TV. Don't you roll it with that still on?
The next bit is to melt the chocolate. That's going to go onto the ganache.
Okay.
Because
Wait,
we don't need that. That's just for the cream.
Oh.
To melt the chocolate because it needs to be pretty much cool. Obviously not set that it's set, but it needs to be pretty much cool. When you add the cream, it doesn't curdle.
Now say again to make it make sense.
You're going to heat chocolate to melt it.
Right.
If you add cream, which you do to make a ganache,
yeah.
cold cream hot chocolate.
Bad news.
Bad news.
Okay, so melt the chocolate, let it cool.
Now and let it cool. We can add the other stuff to then add the cream.
I'm on the chocolate. Right. So while the chocolate's melting, I'm going to do the cream. How much? Doesn't say. Jackie's gone rogue. She's just.
I know. I've just made it with her off the cuff.
So Sarah's mum has just told you how to make the sponge, but nothing else. I'm doing a whole thing then, shall I?
No.
No.
How creamy do you like it?
Well, I mean.
How much? All right. Yeah. Go for the whole thing. So if you're going to do this just like regular make a normal cream, you put sugar in, but I think we should mix this through. Oh, we're putting stuff in the cream? Not yet, once the cream's thick. Okay. But this will obviously be sweet.
Right, but how much?
So I'm not going to put sugar in that.
One thing at a time. How much cream? How thick's the cream?
Just use your eyes.
But how do I know what are my eyes looking for? Right, I'm going to chop some cherries then, hey?
Yeah, I got the board out for you.
Love a cherry. Whoa! I took my eye off the ball.
That's alright.
Well, okay.
That's alright.
Is that okay? You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
I was too busy eating the cherries you told me to chop.
That's alright.
So I might have overwhipped the cream a little bit when I was doing my cherries, but that's fine. I think. I mean, listen, everything else has gone wrong now. Let's not worry about this.
So, I reckon let's add a nice bit of that in there.
How much of that? This excites me. Can I dip my finger in it?
Yeah.
Well, that is good. Oh, that's really good. As Greg from MasterChef says. Oh, nothing wrong with that. How much of this?
I reckon start with it like a good few teaspoons.
That is some good stuff, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna fold it in.
Morello cherry and kirsch compote.
You can go more, look, sweetheart.
Oh, add more? Yeah, all right.
I reckon so, look.
That's about 6 teaspoons I've done there now.
Yeah, there you go.
Just for the reference of people who are trying to recreate our wonderful cake that's going really well.
Right, let's see how this. Oh, it's quite sticky.
Oh.
Such a sticky mix. Oh, I'm gutted.
We can't. It kind of hasn't worked entirely right, but hey, it's a sticky cake. We've got sticky mixture in the middle. With any luck, it will glue itself back together. Right now, you're giving it way too much love and attention, and I think it's dead. So at this point, it's more autopsy than anything else. So let's just do it.
I have to spoil everything.
Why?
Because what if I want to do it right?
I just think it's too late for that. Wait, let's put the cherries on first.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Could have even done more, you
That
know.
does look really good. I mean, I know it's technically appalling.
Cover it in the ganache.
There we go, look. Okay, this might take both of us, right?
Careful, careful, careful.
Hey, this is working.
No, it's not. It's stuck there.
Where, here?
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
You know I'm going to ring my mum in 5 minutes and ask why it's gone, why the mixture is really sticky. I'll get back to you on why.
It's not brilliant.
It's not the best I've ever made, but it's actually not the worst. That practice one I made, and it was a recipe online.
It's certainly better than the one I made.
Like
wait, I'm going to roll it all the way off now. Where am I going to... There we go. Right, actually I leave it on the rack. Only window. Oh, I'm not sure I'll put it on the ledge there. Oh, no, that's fine. So Sarah's just putting our chocolate out on the ledge there to cool down. Thing is, what she doesn't know is we have a pet crow. The crow comes every morning and I put bare feed out for it, so fingers crossed it doesn't see the chocolate. The chocolate is cool and the crow didn't get it, so that's exciting. So now you literally just pour that in there.
Yeah,
and put the cream in.
Do you know what, Jim? You were right. Maybe I should have done it in a different bowl.
I'm usually right. Oh God, in the meantime, I've been busy drinking my coffee and Sarah's been sort of looking after the chocolate. It's really opened up. How much of this?
I'd do a 200ml.
200ml, so 2/3 of this. I'm going to just do it by eye because at this point, what does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that is looking ganache.
Let's leave it on a high setting. So, get mine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Do you know what's coming back?
Oh, a spatula.
We really need another one. I have to keep washing this up.
So I'm just gonna dollop it on top, right?
Yeah.
And then do we have to let it set, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it will kind of as it goes.
Well, there's still plenty in here.
We'll get the sides. You're supposed to do the log marks, aren't you?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. No, I mean, just don't. Oh God. It was sticky, I didn't want to get sticky.
Jim!
I wouldn't worry about those log marks, mate. That's just, oh God, it looks so much.
You idiot.
When that cools, will it go like hard?
I think so.
Okay. Right, it's out of the fridge, and Sarah is now trying civlously, that's a new word, to sprinkle to dust with icing sugar. But it looks like it's kind of set a bit. Oh yeah, that's good. So I'm going to chop the end off and discard it, and by discard I mean eat. For presentation's sake. Ooh. Oh, you know what?
And there you have it.
I know, I can see, look at your posture, you're so desperate to do this, get involved.
Oh, I just don't want you to do it wrong.
Look at that though, everyone. I'm actually quite impressed, considering it went really bad. Imagine if we did that right. Imagine if we didn't do it wrong. Now we've just stopped to take a thumbnail. In the meantime, it broke a little bit, but ignore that.
You can see the lumpy bits with it. That's why I'm hoping that's extra flavour.
Oh my God, it is really good.
I'd take that.
Do you know what? Having it in the fridge makes a massive difference. It's cooled the whole thing down, obviously, that's what fridges do, but that's brilliant. Imagine if we did it right. And we had a sieve and you didn't miscalculate the sugar and stuff.
That's sweet enough.
I feel like I've kind of half redeemed myself. I think I made this 2 or 3 years ago on my channel and like just messed it up. With Sarah's help, it's a little better. Thank you very much and Merry Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful time and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.